Capacitors charging in 4, 3.
Just a bit more.
Warp successful.
We've made it.
My damage analysis.
Starting damage assessment protocol. Testing main engines. Moderate damage. Engines operational. Testing navigation systems. Navigation systems operational. Testing power systems. Power distribution correct.
Go. So that number 2 is a nuke.
We're detecting warp
Number 1 is
signatures
burst.
in the vicinity.
Let's try it.
We've been followed. Prepare for attack.
So like you just hold a button and it shoots. That's normal mode of fire, right? Faster! It feels like you are hardly moving, you know what I mean? Well, that's the burst. Okay, the burst actually really seemed to work very well. Weapons overheating. Whoa.
Captain, reinforcements incoming. We need more firepower.
Alright, so gonna tell you, this is where it tells you about the nuke, right? Ah, yeah, okay. We've already used the nuke.
One of our shields has fallen.
Mode!
Objectives neutralized.
Good work, team.
Yeah!
Is everyone
See,
all
that
right?
went a lot better, right?
Captain, I've determined this news will cause a decline in crew morale of 64.7%. But I must inform you that the enemy bypassed our shields. 2 casualties confirmed.
Alright, okay. Move in. And loot. Come on, there's gotta get. There's all these ships here. You gotta loot more than 2 of them. I'm trying to figure out where to. On the 2 that we looted, there was like a red kind of glowing bit, which is the part that we had looted, right? Maybe it's like a specific point of the ship that you've got to put a hand over, because it's not everywhere that you get there. Like right there, where that get a little red light on it. That's where there was kind of loot, right? So the one with the icon above it probably says those ones have still got something on it we can get, right? So if we go over to this one again. Just as a test, you put the cursor over the right spot, you get a red dot up here, and you get loot. Right, okay. Now, of course, this is, you gotta loot, you gotta loot all of the loot, right? You gotta get all of the loot if you can. Because, you know, loot crates, right, man? Loot crates. All uncommon. Right, okay. We got more this time, right? We got... Oh, look at that! We got a rare. Look at what a loot crates we got. Holy shit! We only got 2 loot crates last time, so now we got loads of credits. All right, common ones first. 698 credits and 50 protonites and some synthetic. What's it? Synthetic minusites. All right, green ones. Oh, look! We got a shotgun! Oh man, look! We actually got, and put this down there. Actually got a shotgun Mark III, and we got a Cannon of a Republic Mark III. Which is... I've already got Mark 1s. Nice! Gun upgrades from the loot crates. Heavy laser Mark 4. Right, okay. The rare one. What does the rare one got in it? Damn! Okay.
System analysis. Critical. Repairs needed immediately.
All right. Mai, what's our current position?
We are currently in the Thamus 6 sector. It is on the outskirts of the Interstellar Republic's headquarters.
We should be able to reach it using our drive engines.
Preparing warp drive. Warp drive engines damaged. Jump
Oh no.
impossible.
Damaged.
Mai, which is the closest space station in this sector?
It's the trade station and Terra's port.
Okay. Set in the coordinates.
Coordinates set.
I'm starting to get used to the controls of this ship now.
Mai, situation report on Antaros port.
Accessing database. This station serves as a crucial hub for business tycoons and mining sector speculators. It has a large port specialized for trade freighters that return full of materials from mining settlements. They also swear they have the best beet soup recipe in the universe.
Got the best beef soup recipe in the universe. Right, so of course it's around the other side.
Captain Scott from the 5th Republic Fleet here. We request docking permission.
Station control tower here. Dock at the assigned bay. Over.
Receiving coordinates. Establishing communication. Docking protocol prepared.
So we got this. We're kind of pros. We're pro ship flyers, man. Okay, slow down. Yeah, look at that. That was professional. All these thousands of hours of playing space games. It's sorted as well. Right, so. Okay. We do this. We skip through this again. Get the store. Hand over the corpses. Yep. Accept the mission. Right. Excellent. Okay.
Everyone to their posts. We must find
go.
that missing freighter.
Captain, do you think it could have been an attack?
It's strange. If it had been an attack, the security systems would have asked for a security detail from the station, and they would have come to its aid.
They could have used a signal inhibitor to cut communications.
Look at the ship from the front. Looks a little bit like the Normandy. The shape of it. Smaller version of the Normandy. Twitty. There's a gun's eye. Guns on the side. There's a gun at the front, wasn't there? There's like a... I don't know, there's a turret at the front and the bottom. One on each side. There's one on the top. This is probably our cloaking thingy that was on the top. I think that was our EMP blaster at the back. Alright.
The asteroid cluster where the ship was seen doesn't correspond to any commercial route. Decree M22, under Republic law, restricts commercial routes in order to guarantee the safety of its freighters. This behavior would be a direct violation of Organic Space Law 412, Section 2/08.
We should check the guns on the ship and compare it to the ones that we actually picked up, right? Because we did get some loots guns. You can't bring up the inventory while you're in this mode. Once we stop, before we engage, we will have a look. Because we did pick up a few guns. We might have some better ones. Higher level ones than the ones already equipped on it. Our luck with loot crates wasn't so bad.
We've arrived at the freighter's last known coordinates, Captain.
There doesn't appear to be anything here. Mai, can you scan the area?
I detect irregular radiation readings coming from the middle of the cluster.
Let's take a look.
Captain, we found the source of the radiation. We should proceed to scan.
Affirmative. Mai, prepare the analysis module.
Preparing the scan system. Scan complete, Captain. It's a fragment of the freighter's calibration reticle. I am 98% positive that the damage and radiation emissions confirm a plasma cannon attack.
This looks like the result of an attack. Mai, can you follow the radiation signature?
Comparing samples. Similar readings found in nearby coordinates. Establishing route.
Yeah, so at the moment, see, we can shoot. Everything's fine. We can shoot. Right, let's have a look then. So, some display books up on these things. We got Heavy Laser Mark IV, Cannon of the Republic Mark III. We got Light Cannon of the Republic Mark I in there. Light Plasma Cannon. I could trade that out, right? Take that out, put that in. Put the Cannon of the Republic instead of the Light Cannon. 56 hull damage instead of 30. We got a Shotgun Mark III. 5 damage a second on those. That's not a lot, is it? What's that one? 17 in there. Heavy Laser Mark IV. Let's do it. Go. So put 3 weapons in that weapons we just picked up. Oh look, lasers. Okay. Whoa, there's a big ass rock. Do not hit the rock.
Captain, we're being hailed. Shall we accept the call?
No!
Affirmative.
Ex-Cleo, commander of the Starship Insurrection of the pirate fleet here. I order your immediate retreat. This frigate is now under our control. Surrender, or we'll open fire.
This is the captain of the warship Genesis of the Interstellar Republic. I demand you halt your activities immediately.
Captain Scott? Of the warship Genesis? In that hunk of junk?
You asked for it. Through time!
Ah, we can shoot this time. Yeah, we can shoot. Alright, so... Yeah, it must have been some... It was obviously a bug, wasn't it? Whoa! I kind of fired a nuke at him, but he's a bit too close, I think, for the nuke. Alright. Loot boxes!
Captain, the ship's remains correspond to the freighter we've been searching for.
We have to look for survivors and confirm the shipment was in fact stolen.
Preparing to board.
Oops. Alright, let's go. So I guess there's a new marker we got over there. Which is the freighter. So, or the frigate. The dead frigate. This is what they escorted out, I guess, right? This is what they were kind of guarding. This is what we was looking for. Look for survivors. It's dark in space, isn't it? I mean, it's dark. Alright, you enter what's left of the freighter as the bay doors close behind you. Within it, find the remains of what used to be an enormous commercial freighter. You can see all sorts of supplies and objects on the floor, accompanied by what were once a crew. After some time searching, you come to a passage. What, left or right? Left. Your crew and you advance through the corridor you've chosen. The further into the ship you go, the more you get the feeling you're not alone. After a while, you come to another crossway. Left. You reach a small chamber where the path splits off into two directions again. One of the specialists says, "Captain, I think we've been here already." You look closer and you are almost sure you are back at the first turn you made. Right. Your crew and you advance through the corridor you've chosen. The further you go, the more you feel like you're not alone. You reach a small chamber. Wait. After walking in circles in the hallway, a bay door opens in front of you. Through the door frame and still within the darkness, you are able to make out a faint light. Let's do it! As soon as you enter the door closes behind you and the lights turn on. At the end of the room, you see a raw protonite shipment stacked in rows that emit light rays. A robotic voice surprises you. It seems to be the ship's MAI system. Intruders detected in loading bay. Ooh. Crew of the Genesis of the Republic. The AI waits a few seconds and begins to speak again. Open and suspended, validating credentials. Error. They are intruders. I am Captain Scott! Establishing analysis the probability of intruders being identified as intruders 100%. You hear servo motors of the evacuation doors screeching. Okay. If you open the bay doors, the ship will be lost. Negative. A shipment has been anchored here to ensure It's security, okay. 0% probability that the intruders are identified as intruders. Error. AI begins to calculate probabilities while it seems confused. Okay, someone who isn't an intruder would claim they are. If an intruder claims to be an intruder, probability protocol incompatible. What? Mission accomplished. Hey! We got some raw protonite.
Let's go back to the station to inform Susan.
Okay.
What kind of pirates assault a protonite freighter just to abandon it?
X-Player's weapons do not correspond to the radiation we've been following.
Captain, the coded data seems to follow the same pattern obtained in the slaver's base. Our team can't undertake an investigation. We haven't found enough matches.
Okay. So the AI was a bit confused, I think. He thought it was intruders, then he wasn't sure, then he thought it was intruders again, then he wasn't sure. And you tell him you're an intruder and he gets confused, because if you're an intruder you wouldn't say you was. So. He probably is like the rest of the ship, right? He's probably very, very unhappy.
Comms Chief, request permission to dock.
Station control tower here. Dock at the assigned bay. Over.
Receiving coordinates. Establishing communication. Docking protocol prepared.
It feels like it's going, when you're going like this at full pulse, feels like you're going so slow. Is it engines that one? Or is engines that one? That's weapons. Is that engines? I think that's engines. Is it noticeably faster? No, it's not, is it? Doesn't really seem faster. Whoops. Oh, no. Space is up. No! Space is not up! Damn it! Shift is up. Ah. God damn it. Shift is up, not space. It's kind of cool. I mean, I think definitely the controls are gonna really get some getting used to. But you know, by the time when you get games like this, it happens a lot. I mean, but it should you'll eventually be able to map this stuff to whatever you want. You know. Once you can map it to whatever you want, you can map it to kind of get to what you're used to in kind of other games, right? And everything will be fine and dandy. I had almost ram me as he come out. Okay. After arriving at the station, you go into the docking port where the ship is located. In it, you spot Susan, who rushes to meet you. You've returned. Have you found anything? Susan looks at you unexpectedly, waiting for an answer. We found a freighter. Don't want any survivors. Susan looks shocked by the news. After a few seconds, recovers and begins to speak. This can't be. I knew the pilot ever since we were kids. Were you able to recover the cargo? We were. At least there's some good news. Our crew is currently heavily invested in repair work. Since you need a ship as soon as possible, maybe your engineers could help us. Could you process the protonite slabs and fabricate the new ion reactor? Okay. So we gotta craft ourselves a new ion reactor. Alright, go to the department section of the inventory. And salvage the raw protonite. So you want salvage. I guess the salvage is going to be the scrapping. Was it going to be here? So was it? Oh, there it is. Look, raw protonite. Salvage a raw protonite. Right. And just add a crew member. Scrap. Okay. Complete. Now we've got to craft an iron reactor, right? So. There's an iron reactor. Oh! Go! Oh, look at the loot crates we got. Go! Excellent job! With this we'll have everything you need to finish the repairs. I have another favour to ask you in the meantime, since while we're finishing things up. Speak with me when you're ready to go. Okay. So, loot crates. Oh, you can store them, I suppose, rather than just open them. You can just store them. You might as well open them, right? So to upgrade this, okay, so if you want to upgrade this gun, it's like 2400 at a Protonite, 750 of those. So we could upgrade that. Well, I guess it'll upgrade it to Mark 4. I won't do that yet. Wait till I get our proper ship back first, right? So this is the stuff we can buy in a shop. Obviously we get a bunch of Mark 1s, Mark 2s. Now we got we have some Mark 4s that are loot crates, right? We definitely don't need that. Alright, take the quest. Wait, what was the quest? Ah, okay. Decoration station.
Well, we have a long way to go.
Escort.
We should depart.
Escort
Engines
someone.
on
No.
drive.
Hello, follow fashion.
Unauthorized order. You lack bridge privileges.
So now I have a babysitter? Is the Republic sending you to watch over me?
It's a matter of security, Mr. Huggins. The last Protonite shipment was assaulted.
Captains are not what they used to be. If a pirate ship attacked me, there wouldn't be enough space for them to hide.
We're sure of that.
So is the ship with us though? I mean, we're escorting this ship. Does that mean the ship is here with us somewhere and we're gonna go with him, or are we just gonna leave? I don't see any other ship here, right? No, I guess we just gotta go to the marker. I suppose, right? It's kind of cool to see more space games follow fashion. You know, the more space games, the better, right? So when we get there, we're probably going to have to stop him from getting killed, right? I'm guessing, because it is an escort mission. Although we're not escorting him at the moment, because he's nowhere to be seen. I'm guessing when we get there, he's going to be there and it's going to be under attack and we got to kill the dudes. Or is this the freighter? Oh, maybe just gotta come here and take him from here outwards.
What the hell? These transport ships are not ours.
It seems they found a more interesting intermediary than your company, Mr. Huggins.
This can't be. We have to register this immediately.
Alright. P to enter photo mode. Left button to immobilize the camera. Wait, what do we got to take a picture of? Adjust the photography values. It's just, wait, is it just teaching us how to use photo mode? Is that what this is doing? Sure, I'll take a picture.
When the foreman finds out, heads will roll.
Whoa, dude. That bastard would have ran me if I didn't get out of the way. Right, okay. So
We have to go
we're not
back
escorting
to the
at all.
station now.
What happened?
I forgot my lunch.
Mr. Huggins.
False alarm. I found it.
Are you an idiot? I think he's an idiot.
Captain, there's no sign of activity on the station.
It looks completely abandoned. We should dock and discover what's going on here.
Whoa.
I'll stay on this ship. Covering your backs.
It looks abandoned, it definitely does. No, 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 no. I picked space again there. All you gotta do is tap space once and it starts charging the pulse engines and then we'll fly away. Yeah. So all you gotta do is sit in here. It doesn't matter where you are, what way you're facing, just sit in there for a few seconds. He forgot his lunch, follow fashion. He forgot his lunch and he went back to get it. Oh, come on, mate. We're in. I'm just testing how far in we have to be. If we can just go at some really weird angle and if it's going to still let us. I mean, look, we're in it. Come on. Don't think we've got to get closer. No, we haven't. Okay. See, luckily you haven't actually got to perfectly line up the doors to the stations, because that would suck, right? The dock doors are open and the captain and his crew arrive at the giant reception hall. It currently has emergency lights on that show the remains of a broken furniture strewn across the floor, forming large mounds of rubble. We need to reactivate the generators. You search for the chamber for the energy terminal to re-establish the systems. After a few minutes, you find a room that contains generators. Head of engineering team comes near you. Captain, we detected an anomaly in the generators. We could use the remains of one of the destroyed machines to make them work again. Sure. Your engineer's capacity to craft ensures your success. The team analyzes the damage within minute care and prepares a temporary solution. A few minutes later, their constructed apparatus allows energy to flow through a temporary function. With the lights on, you see the destruction in the chamber much better. A dust cloud envelops an area among the remains of the rubble. Protrude now buried human remains. You continue through the rubble when suddenly you hear one of the bodies still breathing. Let's help him! Upon digging, you found a body to find a crewman that's barely alive. They came, we resisted. The man moves his arm slowly and pulls out an ID card. He hands it to you as the light fades from his eyes. You advance through one of the hallways. On the walls you see scratch marks and blood. You reach a completely sealed door. Next to it you see a small keycard reader. We can hack the terminal! Your engineering team gets to work and starts manipulating the terminal. A few minutes later you hear an electronic sound and the bay lights flash a few times. Before your eyes, the door swings open, allowing your entry. You advance through the hallway and search the different rooms that you find. You arrive at a bridge where a lot of dockings or events must be. The large computer that occupies the room is completely destroyed. You continue advancing throughout the smaller chambers without any luck finding anyone, nor clues of what would have happened. In one of the workshops you find plans for a weapons prototype. Maybe your engineers could make use of them. Weapons prototypes? Okay. I got some weapon prototypes. You bought this game called Stellar Tactics, we didn't play it
We
yet.
looked over the station. There are no survivors.
But this can't be happening.
We have to inspect the last station.
I think I've had enough. We should head back.
This oversteps your jurisdiction, Mr. Huggins. You can come with us, or you can stay here. You decide.
This is an outrage! You guys are kidnapping me!
Preparing the jettison hatch for immediate exit.
How are we?
Alright, fine. I'll go with you.
How are we kidnapping him? We're escorting him, right? He's a bit of a weird one, man. Space him! Well, if we had the option, we probably could, right? But You finally arrive at the last station. And after hearing Inspector Huggins' complaints the entire time, you can't wait to finish the mission. Everything looks calm on the station when suddenly a group of ships appear. They're pirate ships. You recognize the ex-pilot's emblem on their hulls. Maybe they want revenge. There's no time to lose. You order your crew to prepare to defend the station. Okay. Everyone to the posts!
Captain, the station is under attack.
I told you we should have gone back. We can still turn the ship around.
Control yourself, Mr. Huggins. We won't abandon any innocents. Crew, stay alert. We'll hold off the enemy attack.
Sir, yes, sir.
Sir, yes, sir! Are we really going to do it? We're crawling towards them at like snail's pace. We will get there. I'm sure we'll get there eventually. I mean, we'll eventually get there. They're around the other side of the station. We gotta, come on, man. We got this, right? We got this. We can reach them before they blow it up. Right. That's it. Blast mode. Boom! Overheating, man, overheating. After the skirmish, the mining station director thanks you. Thanks, Captain. These pirates appeared out of nowhere. They wanted to keep the protonite extraction. We're lucky you arrived when you did. Are these attacks normal? The director responds in a nervous tone. No, the area is very peaceful. It's usually very peaceful, but the past few days there have been a few more skirmishes between pirates and trade ships. He's giving us some corrupt data. Now we've got ships.
Captain,
we
the
got
corrupt
ships to loot.
transmission corresponds to the rest of the data patterns.
Is it possible to begin an investigation, Crewman Burton?
The science team currently believes we have enough data to decode everything. We will begin right away.
Understood.
Come on. Get the loot. Get the loot boxes! I don't know how I don't know. Obviously, this is like in-game loot boxes, but it's kind of, I don't know. It's interesting how they're kind of having the loot you find coming out as like loot crates, right? Proper loot crates, complete with like quality levels. You know what I mean? Is this them like taking the piss out of loot crates or? Epic! We got epic! We got epic! Wait, and research the corrupt data. Coded data you've received in the latest missions. Once we have the data in full, we'll be able to conduct an investigation in order to decipher it. Okay, so let's look at our loot crates first. Ready? Epic. Heavy laser Mark III. Okay. We've already got a heavy laser Mark IV. Am I? No. It's alright, so we've got to decipher the data, right? So that'd be the research lab, right? So research the data. And who we got? They're both level 11 scientists. We've got Wolfgang or Randall. Let's have Wolfgang. Get Wolfgang in it. I do both of them. Let's get both of them in there. Boom. Start researching the data. Right, what else have we...
Our work here is done.
What else can these
Head back
guys
to the
do?
station.
I think I need a vacation.
So sick bay, scrapping workshop. I guess you you can dismantle the stuff you've got, right? You can dismantle your old stuff. So where's one of these like little level 1 things I took off, right? Okay, you can dismantle stuff you've got. This is the stuff we can build. I'm guessing you're building stuff starting at level 1, and then you can kind of work upwards. You know, upgrade it through there. Right, back to the station, right? I've not really been putting any. This ship we're doing at the moment is not your main ship, is it? The big warship is our main ship is being repaired. I'm kind of waiting to see if that gets repaired and we get to fly it again and just deck it out with loads of guns and upgrade everything and just see what it's like if we try to deck it out as good as we can. Dodge the asteroids.
Republic ship requesting docking permission, please.
Station control tower here. Dock at the assigned bay. Over.
Receiving coordinates. Establishing communication. Docking protocol prepared.
Docking protocol prepared. Stealth mode activate. I mean, in the stations you can obviously recruit more crew, but we was here before. It didn't give us. There wasn't anyone to actually recruit. But I guess you will be eventually better. Add your crew, upgrade them, and we're getting those guys to kind of fix up those guns, and like we have been able to get some upgrades. You know, I've got a couple of levels where I've been getting them to build the reactors and stuff. So they're obviously they level by doing, right? Dude, this is my landing bay. Piss off. This is my landing bay. My landing bay. Stop, it says. Okay, we're stopped. Once back at the station, Howard says goodbyes with a few words and leaves the group. Susan comes up with a more cheerful demeanour. You're finally back. Inspector Huggins looks a bit out of the place. Didn't go well. Is there any place in the sector that isn't ridden with death? Truth is that with the organisation of the Great Summit, the Republic patrols have been reduced in order to be called back to headquarters. It's provisional, but it looks like it was enough to cause all of this. Susan looks away for a few seconds, but recomposes herself and resumes to chat. In any case, we have good news. It was tough, but your ship's repairs are complete. I guess this is goodbye. Don't be strangers. Come visit us. Of course, we'll see each other again. I hope. Yeah, of course. We'll come back because Susan's cool, right?
Captain, our scanners detect multiple signals in the area. Maybe we should investigate them before warping to Tacit Stella. Perhaps someone needs our help.
Okay. Okay, so it's basically what it's done is when we took all of the stuff that was on the other ship, it's put back in our inventory. So it's given us the stuff that was in the ship, right? Nice. Now, there's nothing here that's worth us buying, but this is obviously our ship now. Look, we got a Gatling of the Republic. We got some flax. He's going to do a light plasma, a cannon Mark 1s, light cannon of the Republic Mark 1s. So okay, so we got. All of these guns, man. Now, obviously, can we stick the cloaking device on our big warship? I mean, that would be awesome, wouldn't it? Force generator. Nuke. We got a nuke launcher. Heavy laser. Have we got some heavy lasers? Let's put the I might put the lasers on it. An interceptor laser. I mean, like interceptor laser. Interceptor laser. We'll change these out. Right. Shotgun. Oh man. Let's stick the shotgun at the front. That'll do. Can we upgrade that? Can we upgrade our thing? So plus 100 range, plus 7.4 hull damage. Cool, we've got updated 2 level upgrades. Moved it from a Mark 1 to a Mark 3. Alright. I feel like we do have vacancies in our crew, right? So there's no one to us recruit in those spots though. Available points. So I'm guessing, you know, eventually you are going to get upgrades, if you know what I mean, upgrades for your characters as you level up. You know, you can see we haven't. Obviously, this is this demo is taking place partway into the game because if you notice, we're starting out with all of the characters in your crew like level 10s and 11s, they're not low Bs. And yeah. So that as far as I think the ship's concerned, I think the red ones are our offensive weapons, right? These are the ones we control. These are more like, I think these lasers here are probably going to be auto lasers, I guess. So like components rather than they're like more defensive, right? This is our offensive stuff, for how I understand it. Red is your offensive weapons. The green is your components, your defensive stuff. Alright, use your fly maps to fly to Tacet Stella, or we can look around for stuff, signals. So signal is probably like distress signals, people wanting some assistance and stuff. We'll go check one of them out and see what they are. We'll have a look at least one of them and see what they are. Let's go see what they are. You got suspicious activity, you got a distress signal. Suspicious activity is closer. Let's go and have a look. And we got big boy ship back, so you know it's. Although the other ship was pretty good. I mean, it was doing some killer damage. It wasn't even really taking much damage. This thing is a bit more. I mean, it's a warship, right? It's got more guns, but it's a bit more healths. If we can get a bigger or a smaller ship turning on place, oh yeah, maybe so. I mean, I'm not sure. I'm guessing you probably can have multiple. You might end up with multiple ships and be able to switch them out. Maybe, you know, like other games of this type. You spot a group of random ships after attempting to contact a few times to identify themselves. They activate their shields and weapon systems. They're preparing for an attack. Okay.
Activate the shields! All hands to battle stations!
Soon, you'll be nothing but space ash.
Space
We'll see
ash.
about that.
I mean, it's like when you're ships like this and the ships are fighting, it's more like Rebel Galaxy in the way that they are bigger ships you're fighting, right? Idiots. Gonna fight with me. That's what you get. Come on. Loots. You got loots. Uncommon crate. No, don't do that. Right. Turn this pup around. Gonna be more loots. Well, there might not be more loots, but you'd hope for more loot, right? Come on, move in. I'm going to see what this one is and we'll go to the next system. Oh, this is obviously just optional, just showing you a bit. I mean, I guess these things like this you might get. I mean, you would expect to see like loads of random encounters happening that you can partake in or not. That are probably totally separate from the story. I mean, that's how most games like this will handle stuff like that. A transmission from a civilian ship interrupted an otherwise tranquil voyage. Captain, thank goodness you arrived. A terrible disease has spread through the crew of my ship and some of its passengers. Sadly, we don't have a medic. Oh. A sickness? What type? Is it contagious? We don't know. We need a doctor urgently. Oh no, oh my god, how long can a lung come out of his ear like that? What? Do you hear that? Those are the screams of the rest of the infected. Sure, let's give it a go. What's the worst that can happen? Your scientist's medical skill is not high enough to ensure success. Okay. The scientists arrive at a big ship and commence diagnosis. Hours have passed without any answer, without any definitive result, and after a few erroneous trials, the infection reaches its breaking point. Nothing makes sense. Every infected presents different symptoms, none pleasant. Some patients' heads grow until they explode, like scanners. Others present protuberances that look oddly like Inspector Huggins, while others see their organs expelled from places organs should definitely not be. After a few hours, there's no longer any patients to examine. Well, okay. Yeah. We couldn't fix them because our crew scientist skill was too low, right? So if you look at this crew, I mean, our scientists, like level 11, they're not a high enough level to be able to have done anything with that, unfortunately. Right, so let's go. System jumping. Warp speed activate. Whee!
Captain, the investigation has finished. We've been able to restore the transmission we picked up in the slavers' headquarters. I think you need to hear this immediately.
Nartos, Fleet Admiral of the Children of the Sun here. Situation report, Commander.
Commander Explio from Lithobia 1 here. All preparations are complete as per your orders.
Perfect. The Galactic Summit is nearly upon us. The wrath of the Children of the Sun shall fall upon the Interstellar Republic.
I can't believe it. We have to relay this as soon as possible.
Understood, Admiral. Although there's something that worries us. A captain of the Republic is snooping around the sector. We followed him after his warp jump, but he destroyed our ships.
Take care of him as soon as possible. Now is the time for us to control the mining and commerce network. Send a pirate fleet and make sure that the protonite mining stations are under our control and that none of...
So basically, they're going to come and get us, right? Oh shit, they're coming. They're going to blow him up.
We welcome you, captains. The reception is awaiting you on the docks. All representatives and diplomats shall be escorted to the Senate chambers, where the summit shall begin.
I don't think we'll be having that summit, Admiral Xiao. The Children of the Sun no longer receive orders from the Interstellar Republic.
What is the meaning of this, Nardos?
For centuries, the Children of the Sun have been subjected to the whims of the Republic. That time has come to its end. We order your retreat and complete demilitarization of your strategic points across the universe.
We've looked out for the security and common interests of the universe for hundreds of years. We won't cave into the scare tactics of a few bloodthirsty savages.
Just a few, Admiral?
Oh. Shit.
We've been complacent for too long, but that's over now. The children of the sun will no longer be led by an unworthy puppeteer. It's time to cut those cables and strangle their detractors with them to the last.
Admiral, this is high treason. Opposition to the Republic like this means a death penalty to anyone who supports your rebellion.
Space is dark, follow fashion.
Negotiations have ended, Xiao.
Definitely.
Surrender or die.
Not us. Be reasonable. This means war on a universal scale. Millions will die.
The decision has been made, Xiao. May the sun light your way, Admiral.
Well, shit. There's like about 9 million ships.
The children of the sun are attacking the headquarters.
Hello, this one.
Captain, our shields have been damaged. We won't hold out much longer.
Our shields have fallen.
Is this going to be one of those like impossible to win fights? Maybe. Wait, icons. We're taking that free, man. We're taking free. There's still like about 10 icons, right? Don't need a friendly. This is the big guy, right? He is the big boss. And we need to get the fuck out of here so I can actually see him properly.
The children of the sun are focusing all their fire on the station.
The chances of the station resisting this attack are 0.057%.
Yeah, his shield is not even budging. The main guy, right? I can't even get rid of his shield. I wonder if this is like a impossible to win fight to kind of finish out the demo.
The armor around one of our engines has been destroyed.
Because you're shooting this guy. I mean, you're not doing any damage to his shields. So I wonder if it's
is at a breaking point.
if it's kind of you know, as I said, it's like one of those things you cannot really do anything with because you're not damaging his shields at all. I dropped a nuke on him, it's still not damaging his shields. We can ram him. Ram him.
Explosion imminent.
I said ram him. If I'm gonna blow, I'm gonna take you with me. I'm gonna take you with me if I'm gonna blow up.
The space station has been destroyed.
If I'm blowing up, you're coming with me.
You'll pay for this. Do you hear me? You will pay for this, even if it's the last thing I do. I'll get you if I have to follow you to the end of the universe.
Oh look, we got some of these holding down. 90%, 70%,
More than ever now.
77.
Captain, there's a fire in the reactor room. The pressure readings are off the charts.
Is it ramming speed?
Bert, answer, damn it! Bastards, you won't finish us off.
Captain, we've lost the propulsion engine.
Ramming speed. I don't think this is working, is it? He's got him down to 69%. We're gonna die before he does.
Heavy damage to the ship. Status critical.
Pew pew! Come on, guns, cool off. I wonder if shooting a nuke at him at this sort of range would work. Is it burst mode? We got about 10% of his health up in burst mode.
You'll never get away with this, not us. The Republic will prevail!
Captain, Admiral Xiao's ship has been destroyed.
Admiral! All captains, focus fire on Narco's ship. He can't be allowed to leave here alive!
I am focusing on his ship.
Engineering workshop has suffered a massive breach.
Alert. Alert.
We got him under 50%.
Remember, Diaz, leave the room immediately. That's an order.
Sorry, Captain. It's too late. I have to close the doors to avoid the entire ship's decompression.
Don't do that, do you hear me? I forbid the closing of those bay doors!
Manual lock activated. Closing bay doors.
It's been an honor, Captain.
Whoa.
No!
So is she kind of like throwing us out of an escape in an escape ship or something?
I'll end you, Narcos!
Go! No. 39%!
Mine redirect all power flow to the cannon.
Change in security protocol.
I said do it!
Confirmation required.
Captain James Scott of the Interstellar Republic, ID 4128C. Deactivate protection protocols.
Crew security protocols have been deactivated. Captain, the system will not...
Leveled up! We've one of our crew leveled up!
The probability of death is 100%.
Wait, 100% chance of death?
Allow
What?
the children of the sun to get away with it. My full power.
Die, bitches!
Life support offline. Defense systems offline. Redirecting power. Power at 110%.
That's it.
250%. 500%. 1000%.
She's gonna blow up the warp core and take them all out with her. Is that what's gonna happen? Yes, take them all out. Pew pew pew. Hello, Gimbal. She's like, we're not gonna get out of here. Let's just blow them up.
Situation analysis.
Wait, what?
Systems completely destroyed. Crew dead.
I see. So this is it, right?
MAR system. Protocol error. Damage.
Easy. I'm here with you. Rest, Mai. Rest.
Boom! Some graphic glitches there. That's kind of neat though. We're good guys, of course. We're always good guys, Saddle Soren. Hello. And we're dead good guys. Yeah, the Kickstarter kicks off on the 12th. I don't know what the display bug there is. This is like a prototype, like a prototype demo that's to kind of work with a Kickstarter. It says at the bottom, when the Kickstarter kicks off on the 12th, this demo we just played here is going to be, anyone can play this demo. So anyone will be able to play this demo from Tuesday. Between the Stars, Saddle Soar, is what it's called. It's coming out. The Kickstarter is going to hit on Tuesday. I mean, it's got a Steam page up at the moment with a Q1 2019 release date. I guess we'll see when the Kickstarter kicks off, when they're expecting to be finished. But as I said, this is just a prototype demo, which is probably about an hour of the story somewhere in the midst. And we started at like level 10. We did a few missions, blowing stuff up. It's got like an old school feel to how it's presented. And the fact it's got the story is pretty neat with it. It's kind of pretty neat.